What's up, Creepers and Geekers Christie Atari Creep? How is everyone doing today? Did I just happen to wear tie-dye in another live stream? Hey, what's going on, Alex? Hey, Poss. I can't read. I don't have my glasses right now. I think they're over here in this mess somewhere. But Alan, too. Look, everyone's jumping in quick. Look at this shit. That's what happens when you do it in the evening. So I'm going to start off with just saying this. Can anyone tell me what the reference is with some of the words in the title and the actual image in the thumbnail? If someone can tell me, I'll pretend to give you a virtual cookie or something. It's pretty cool. How's everyone doing tonight? Is everyone doing all right? Are we having a good fall week? Loretta Lynn died. Yeah, I know. I read that like everywhere. Loosely connected or collected. What's up, brother? What's up, my man? I got something I want to post to the Illinois Haunters page that you got there, bud. That little pumpkin guy I made last night. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these, right? And you're all going to forget about it. And I'm going to have someone make me a little box for them, because they're like 12, 13 inches tall with the pumpkin, probably 15. And next year sell them as a boxed item. I think that's what we're going to do. And then I'll come out with them and everyone will be like, wow, that's rad. Look how professional that looks. And it's going to be awesome. And I will show you what that is, loosely collected. I'll just call you loose. Loosey-goosey. Have anything to do with the new Halloween movie? No. No, I haven't even seen it yet, to be perfectly honest with you. Hey, check it out. Creeptober came out. I should have said that in the beginning. If you haven't caught I did a commentary video today on one of my favorite goofy movies of all time. It's called The Undertaker and His Pals, a flick from '66. And they tried to go dark comedy with a lot of gore. And they did it. And it looked like they had all their hearts in it. But they just kind of were like, oh, okay, that's good, let's go. That kind of a thing. So... so I wish you all a happy Creeptober. It's been a few days since I've been around, so the Atari Creep, the Friday the 13th, yeah, right on, man. You bet. It'll always be Monsieur Voorhees. So that's really all there is to it. So let's see. Wow, 5 in here? Nice, cool. So... actually, you know what? I want to talk about something I saw today that made me wicked sad. And I wasn't even planning on talking about it. I used to follow Boogie 2988 a long ass time ago, when he was a little more inspirational, before he got into all the fucking drama and the weight loss thing and the divorce and all that crap. And the teeth, which I'm kind of jealous about, no joke. I tried to contact them to see if they'd help me out, and no one got back to me. But I used to follow him. He was a positive dude. He was funny, and of course Francis is awesome. If you've never seen Boogie 2988, first of all, where the fuck have you been? You've at least seen the Francis, the guy with the lightsabers at the Christmas thing. He keeps poking his brother in the belly. Lightsabers, it's Luke's. That kid, Luke's. But he put out a video today begging for help, more so the survival of his channel. And it really bummed me out. I'm like, this guy's been around forever. He's like 4+ million subs. And he made a bunch of bad choices here and there. Maybe people just don't like that kind of content anymore. And much like everything else that's going to be here on the internet, it eventually fades away, And I feel bad for the guy because he was a nice guy. I mean, I guess he could be a prick on live streams and stuff, but I never watched any of the Twitch stuff. But he's the type of dude that if everything went south, he would probably do some crazy shit. I feel bad for him. I hope he stays afloat. I mean, he even admitted himself financially he made a bunch of bad choices. He used to brag about this nest egg he had years ago, and I guess he went through it all. And he's not getting the views and the clicks and the likes and the comments and the fighting, amongst us nerds as much as he used to. You come and you go. It's sad because he was a good dude. But it more so what I think he's capable of. So I have a dentist appointment on the 10th. Getting a crown put in. And it's free. Oh, that's rad, dude. That's rad. You know what? All right, fuck it. Let's talk about my teeth. So I got blessed with weak teeth, basically. And it didn't matter what I did. They were all just coming out anyhow. And between my anxiety, some of my depression, homelessness, and a few other things, I just can never seem to get anything going with the dentist. And they just kept coming out. And it's just the way it is. My mom had the same thing. I think she had top dentures by the time she was almost 30. So it's a generational thing, I guess. It's in my bad genes. My bad Irish fucking genes. So every time I would get something going, like just before COVID, I even started going to Tufts Dental School. Because that was going to be completely free except for one thing. And I was going to get help with that anyway. But every time I'd go there, they do the same fucking thing. They took more impressions of my mouth than I think anyone has taken impressions of anyone's mouth ever in the history of the world. So shit like that happens. So it's like it starts and then it has to end. So, and I don't give a shit. People can make fun of it, and it's like, cool. What can I do from here? I can, fuck them. Do you hear that they just released the Intellivision Amico? Did you hear that? I don't know if you're fucking trolling or not. You've been around a while, and I can't take you as a troll. But if that's fucking true, we could talk about it. Let me pick up my phone and look. Sal's Atari and Retro World. Oh, hey, Sal. What's going on, brother? Brady Code. What's happening? I haven't seen your name in a little while. Thanks for coming by. How are you liking the Atari VCS? I'm liking it. I don't use it a lot. Hold on. What? Oh my friggin' God. Just eat your Nutella peanut butter. She wanted to show me how much she put on each pieces of bread.
I'm going to make you Nutella.
I'm going to make you have to eat through a tube if you don't go away. Seriously, go away. Give me a quick hug. Children are sexually transmitted diseases. No, I'm serious. Let me do this thing, all right? It was funny for about 5 seconds. Now, fuck out of here, you little bastard. But, yeah, that's where I stand with that. Whatever I was just saying. Let's see. Atari Creep. Just fell for the joke about the Intellivision. Yeah, let's make 5 videos about it, dude. Actually, I didn't fall for it. I said I'll look it up. Technically, I dig the joke, but my friend Mickey was the same way. Perfect bottom teeth. Lost his top. Yeah, my bottom ones aren't perfect, but they're crooked and shit. Because I didn't think I'd have them this long. That's why we didn't do braces and stuff when I was a kid. We didn't know how long I was going to have these things. So, so I never got braces, and my bottom ones just stay in there. So I take care of those. But yeah, I got to do something soon about it. I'm starting to have a hard time fucking eating. Not bad. I took a bit of a hiatus from my channel. Then I started doing videos again. Labor Day weekend. Hope all's... Yeah, dude. Right on. I saw a couple of them, too. Did any crap happen with the stupid threats you received? Of course not. No. And I don't... I mean, I take it seriously, but I didn't take the actual threat serious. It was... You know what? After a while, you kind of get to know the cadence of how words go together. When you work in an environment where people are always talking about beating you up or killing you or raping your wife or whatever. Oh, there goes my monetization. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't faze me. But if you just look at how certain things, you can just tell it's just somebody being whatever. It's the way it was written. I just couldn't take it serious. Now maybe they were taking it serious, but they're all talk. Yeah, in most cases it is. I mean, like I was saying, I mean, you still have to be careful about these things because you never know. I mean, you could be that one person that finally makes them feel like, fuck, I got to save face here. And maybe they're just dickheads with like 18 different channels and they just like to do whatever they do. 31 flavors. Nice. I miss doing them. I'm just glad to be doing videos again. Yeah, a lot of people have been coming back. You and this other retro dude. I was just watching this Keystone Caper video today. And he mentioned me and another cat in it. And there's a couple other people. PK's rocking them out now. It's great. It's like almost like the old times, the good times before. And I'm literally going to say this. And you know what? Let's go Amico for a few seconds. I honestly believe that the Amico corresponding with the fucking lockdown and everyone's anger from all there, I think that fed a lot of the bullshit and how we are now with each other. And, it just is what it is. So there's like a time frame I always say. It's like before COVID and Amico instead of just before this or just before that. But this was a whole different atmosphere just a couple of years ago. I think between everyone being sick of this crap and all the unfortunate events that have fallen into place, shit happens. People are angry. Unfortunately, 2 months ago, I found out my blood pressure was high. So working to get that down. Oh, dude, yeah, take care of that, man. Take care of your ticker, dude. I wish you well. I have, can you believe I have hypertension? I have hypertension at type 2, and I guarantee you, my doctor even said, it's all because I just won't get rid of my belly. I eat like a douchebag. What do you want me to say? Let's see. Who did Frosty the Snowman pull down his pants? Whoa, wait, what? Oh, why did he? To get his snowballs? I know snowballs are going to be in this. Because he heard the snowblower was coming. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's my Dollar Tree unicorn skeleton. I posted this on Instagram or somewhere else. I can't remember. And all these people are like, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, freak, it's a Dollar Tree thing, man. Just go down to Dollar Tree and get one. I guess these didn't go nationwide. So there's a whole bunch of people on this other side of the country that are like, what the fuck? I want my unicorn. So maybe I should go down to the Dollar Tree, buy a couple of cases, and, finder's fee, process and handling, and sell them for $25 a piece. Plus shit. No, I'm just kidding. It's not my flavor. Your favorite holiday is coming up. Yes, it is. It is. Very much so. And it's funny. Everyone sits there and says, oh man, Halloween's your favorite day and all this stuff. And I'm like, no, actually, I hate Halloween day and night. You know why? Because that's when it's over. I love this whole season up until Halloween. And of course, Halloween night is the icing on the cake with the cherry and the blowjobs and the whatever else. And, so I love, like, now until Halloween. Halloween night's like when you just purge it all out. And then you're sad for the rest of the fucking year. And it is what it is. But Thanksgiving is my second favorite holiday. And that kind of takes the sting out of it, Fucking turkey. You remember the father in Christmas Story? That's me with turkey. That is me with turkey. My mom used to have to yell at me. My ex-wife used to yell at me. And now these ladies yell at me. Let it cool. Let it do its thing. And don't eat it yet. And I don't get the worms. But thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Definitely changed my diet. Took my... You know what? Careful with the salt and the fat. Salt and fat, if you break that kind of out of it, and here I am, I'm almost 300 pounds, so I'm going to give you diet advice, because, that makes sense. Kind of like Christmas. all the hype, and then boom, it's over. You know what? I've said for years that Christmas depresses me. I hate Christmas. Something about watching little kids having joy depresses me, like that kind of Christmas joy. And it's not because I don't want them to have it. It can't be because I didn't have it, because I most fucking certainly did have good Christmases growing up. I was the youngest, and I was the baby, and I was treated as such, for better or for worse. But it was just like, it always bummed me out. So Christmas time is, I love the season, the holiday season. I love everything about it except for Christmas Day. Christmas Eve is even rad, We used to go to my aunt's place. And the same things would be there every year. We did a Yankee swap or a elephant gift or whatever you call it, wherever you are. We call it the Yankee swap here. And somebody had left this one can of spray snow. Is anyone here old enough to remember that stuff? And every year it got brought back out and piled in there. And it would be in different size boxes and everything. And the tradition was if you won that prize, you left the can behind because the first person had done it. And it would turn into I need to get this out of my house, so let's just do it in a fun way. And the thing just never left her place. I wonder if she still has that. This is the aunt that gave me my favorite Halloween CD cassette, Halloween sound effects cassette. But yeah, every year that would be there. She always had, I think it was squid. And it was all chopped up, tentacles and all, and little toothpicks in it, and the bulbous head was, they laid it out like it was still, a whole thing. And slowly but surely, like little dots of his friggin' little tentacle things are disappearing, That was there every year. My dad would wear these weird red plaid pants that looked like a Christmas napkin with like a little bit of green in it. Christmas Eve was rad growing up. I fucking loved it. But Christmas Day can eat a dick. I don't care about Christmas Day. And I hate opening presents. I am a fucking anxious, horrible present. You could give me my dream anything. And I will give you the same response I give you if it was the worst gift ever. Because I don't know how to, you guys have seen me here opening, presents and stuff. Speaking of which, I got one over here that we should talk about in a few minutes. But, I had it over here. What the fuck happened to it? Colic suckers. We'll figure it out. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do Christmas. Thanksgiving is fucking awesome. Thanksgiving is great, but I love the hoopla all before it. The lights, especially if there's a fresh blanket of snow on the ground, and the bush lights, one of the bushes, and just that little layer of snow and how they glow through. It's pretty fucking rad. And eggnog, I always make a big deal about eggnog every year. So, regardless of any of my cholesterol or weight or diabetes, I will never stop drinking eggnog. I don't give a shit if that sip is going to be my last thing I ever do. Wow, sorry to hear that, bud. Hope that medication works for you. Do you know something I don't know? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the title's true. I was actually yeah, why do I do this to myself? I had a rough time this past week or so, or last week. And things have been getting actually pretty ugly inside. So rather than go to an ER, I went to what they call a crisis something. It's community crisis stabilization. It was literally a house with all these fucking bedrooms. And you know how much treatment I got in the 4 days I was there? 0. They didn't even have a single group. They're all understaffed and all kinds of crap. So it's like I wasted 4 days to learn that the system's still as fucked as it always has been, if not worse. At least this one particular residence, anyway. It was deplorable. It was fucking deplorable. The place was clean. And the people were nice, but I never saw staff. They were always in their own offices. They used the room that we would be using for, groups or whatever, more than we were ever allowed to, and with each other in meetings. And I finally yelled into their office, "Can you get out here and try to help somebody?" And they got all butthurt. And I'm like, look, this is horrible. People are just walking around eating fucking yogurts and whistling Dixie, and you guys are in here talking about your relationships. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are horrible. Discharge me. So I left. And I wrote the director a really nice letter. Nice 2.5-page letter. Professional. Not with all the fucks and deplorable ladies and idiots and all that shit. So, eggnog is life. Eggnog is love. Eggnog loves you all the way through, baby. Love it. I got to get back to work. I'll check back later, man. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. So that's where I've been for the past couple of days. And nothing happened. Nothing really changed, but I had a Zoom meeting with a new prescriber today. And she's probably the first one I've had. I've been doing this a long time. That's actually sat and listened and really tried to get to what should we do. More times than not, if you go see it, like, a prescribing psych, it's like they go, okay, what are your feelings? This. How often do they happen? That. Does this happen? Does this happen? Does this happen? And does this happen? Okay, I'm going to give you this. Let me talk to you back again in a month, and we'll see if it's working. And that's it. And you come back in the next month, it either works or it doesn't work. You change something or you increase it or you know. And then okay, let me see you in 3 months. This friggin' lady was with me like 45 minutes, an hour on the phone. It was awesome. She was cute, too. She was cute. But everything's going groovy with that, finally. Thank God. Maybe I can get back onto a regular thing and start involving myself with people. Like, I totally abandoned I.O., and I feel awful about it, but it happened right during where everything came to a head. I just fucking lost it. Oh, okay, so are you going to check out the new game trailer for the Atari Mania, available October 13th? Is it out yet? Again, I've been out of touch for like 4 days, so yeah, of course I will. Of course I will. I'll be home tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a live reaction. Not live, but, it'll be new for me watching it. It'll be like a legit reaction. Oh, my damn glasses are right here, man. Yay! Oh my God, I can see the letters. The words and the things that say the stuff. Glad you're making it through. I know you have family who loves you. And that is yeah, it really is, man. Always remember that. They love you and you matter. Thank you, Brady Goat. Appreciate that, my friend. I really do. And a lot of people need to be told that regularly. You got a guy like me who never really wants to be here. And we've talked about this before. And in fact, I think in that Amico video, everyone scarfed that. I mean, it wasn't about the console. It could have been anything. We could have went to a Scrabble contest. If it had happened at there, it would have been the same thing. But when we were talking about that, I was explaining that to people. That just being here bothers me. This planet's ugly. And it's funny. I grew up in an ugly situation. I made a career out of being in ugly situations. The prison systems. And I've gotten to see every bit of ugliness in humanity, and I just don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't like them, the humans. So that's always on my head, and sometimes other things compile it, and it is what it is. I need to purge things from my house. I keep talking about selling shit, and it all gets to me, and it's overwhelming, but now I'm calm and cool, and hopefully we'll start ripping through that shit, and I'll put it on my Etsy and or eBay. And I will note them in my Twitter or my Facebook page. I'll make sure everyone has a link to individual items, not just my eBay page, unless it's easier that way, or my Etsy. I'll just do a direct link in one of the posts or whatever. But there's going to be some interesting stuff in there. There's going to be two not off-brand, but two uncommon Pong units, if you're into that. I know Loosely Connected's really hoping to be able to get his hands on the Bentley. We were talking about trading a while back, and the conversation just kind of went dead. And then he brought it back up after I was mentioning that was going to go out. I have a Fairchild Channel F in pieces. If anyone needs some extra pieces, I won't even $20 maybe, I have some things I made. You remember the Grave Boy? The Frankenstein's monster style zombie Game Boy? That's going to go up for sale. Let's see. There's these 3 Coleco little LCD game things. They were the exact same games, just with different skins on all 3 of them. It was what? A sports, an action, and a car racing kind of. Those will be up there. I mean, a lot of the stuff is things that have been given to me over the years, and I hope it doesn't make me look like a fucking scumbag selling these things. And I'm not trying to get top dollar. I just need to, one, get the shit out of the house so I'm, not so overwhelmed by my stuff. And 2, I need to put money aside for a vehicle. I don't have a vehicle, and winter's coming, so the scooter's going to be winterized here probably by this weekend and put into a shed until the sun springs back up and the bunnies come out and the fucking flowers start making my nose feel, So it is what it is. So we're going to be putting up a whole bunch of just random stuff. But I am going to juggle it between the 2 websites because some things are a little more geared for Etsy. I mean, they'll let me sell all this stuff there too. But I would like to do auctions, like legit auctions, like 5-day or something like that, and have very low reserves, if no reserve at all. And just be curious to see how high it gets for these items. And that's the only reason I would use eBay. I know they take a bunch of your money and everything, but I kind of want to have fun with this too, seeing the stuff go away. I might as well be like, bye. But either way, anyone wants stupid things like, a little signature. I have a bunch of buttons and stuff I can throw in. I'll always try to throw something extra into every package. So, but once I calm down, we bought this big tub for me to put it all in and just go one item at a time. But the tub still remains empty to this day. And it's going to be the same tub that I put my Mando kit in. I got to get working on that again. All I have is the helmet and the chest piece. And that's it, and gloves. And a bunch of pieces I could probably make for belt stuff. So, all right, so I've been yapping. Let's see what's going on in here. You made it out of an ugly situation. You have this. And always, Dems, Ed, your family. You matter. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. The Atari Mania trailer is on Atari's homepage, I would imagine. Thank you, bud. Remember. Yeah, no, I know what you meant. I was reading it verbatim to be funny. I was pretending to be a certain leader that reads everything verbatim. End quote. Repeat the line. I think the Channel F are rare. And you know what sucks? I went out and got this thing for $10. The power supply needs to be reworked. A couple of wires just need to be reconnected. I am not skilled to do something like that. It's a power coil, and I'm not fucking with that. Somebody who has a lot more knowledge needs to do that for me. And there's a few little pieces inside. I mean, it could probably just use a real good cap swap. The controllers are great. I love the feel of the controllers. And I have to be honest with you, I've never played a Channel F. I thought I had until I started seeing, library through Willie of Arcade USA, who we're going to talk about here in a second, started showing off the games and stuff. And it turns out that Willie's father was actually an authorized repair person or something to that effect. And Willie had literally within that time frame of me getting these parts, had just gotten rid of it all. All the extra parts that he had. I guess he was doing it too for a little while. And I would have bought them off of him. But he's just like, oh, damn, you finally got a Fairchild. I don't have parts anymore. I'm like, fuck. Fuck. That's all right. That's all right. The Fairchild, and this is probably going to piss off the Fairchild fans, reminds me of Sesame Street. I'm not saying that it's goofy kids games, because some of them are, but there's just something about the aesthetic of the cartridge. Maybe even a Fisher-Price kind of look to it. I always thought the Famicom looked like a cheap Fisher-Price knockoff anything. Nice looking console. I've always wanted to have one. I don't think I've ever owned a Famicom. I don't think so. I would love to have one someday. I almost bought one for $50, I think, a while ago. But yeah, no, I would have liked to have played it. Is what it is. Stuff like that. Stuff like that. Maybe if I have games for a system that I still own and I don't need them, there's a handful of games in here I know I'll never play. Hey, look who came in, everybody. Mr. Paku Paku. I need everyone to, whatever they're doing right now, stand at attention, nod your head, and sit the fuck back down. Royalty's in the room. What's up, buddy? What's going on, man? How's your Lego guitar coming along? Hey, Alan, that's a funny story. The box is still unopened right there. That's part of me purging. I have no room. I have no room, and because of me and my collecting and my art, and I've turned this house into a fucking clutter bug. So, and it has venom, this bug. So, all of that is good. You like that, Paku? Mr. Paku Paku is, if you've been following me for any time, he's a really good friend of mine from Arizona. You want to talk about someone with a heart? He's the guy. He'll give you the shirt off his back, even if whatever. He's a good dude, and I hopefully he's going to be a little more consistent in video soon. We need Mr. Paku Paku to gain a lot of subscriptions, and I'd like to see if he could beat me. Get 2,000 before I do, buddy, and I'll buy you an ice cream cone, a small one. No, I'm glad you're in here, man. It's good to see you. We don't talk that much anymore. Mr. Paku Paku and I started a podcast called Coast to Coast. No, what is it? Retro Coast to Coast? I can't even remember. I can't. And it's like an 8-bit American map, and he's over here in the Southwest, and I'm up here in the Northeast, and we have one episode on that channel. We need to get on that, bro. And I know a lot of it's my fault. 2,000 subs. More like 2,000 hoagie. What are you doing? Brian F. says, I have a game called Baku Baku. What kind of a game is it? Is it like a platformer or an adventure game? Are you taking shots in the face? That's what it sounds like to me. Pretty cool. Let's see. So speaking of good people, I got a buddy named Mike. You may remember him as Irmo Custom Models. We've talked about him many times on this channel. And if you follow me anywhere else, you've seen this already. In fact, a video is going to go up on my blog channel either tonight or tomorrow. I just have to edit it and throw the shit in there. Yeah, so I saw that he was casting these things. Oh, Alex, dude, thank you, man. With the 50 cents. I like that. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Puzzle games, Tetris, but okay. Oh, you know what? I think I've seen that. Or at least something like it. Rad. Yeah, hey, Alex, I saw that you messaged me earlier. My phone's on the charger, and plus I've been dealing with this other crap all day, so I'll get to your message here in a little bit. I'm not ignoring you, sir. But yeah, no, he made these. Why am I sitting there making it a fucking mystery? It's a replica of the crystal from Superman the movie. The one Clark uses to create the Fortress of Solitude. And it's a really great representation of it. But he had messaged me, and he was like, dude, what do you think of this? And I said, I want one. How much is it going to cost me? And in typical Mike fashion, he's like, oh, don't worry about it, bud. I'll send you, one that might have a few, bubbles and flaws. And though the very edges have a few bubbles in it, not many flaws at all. And it was supposed to come to me unpolished. But he polished it up. I was kind of looking forward to polishing it. But there's something about that, seeing a rough piece and then slowly see it transform into a... But Superman the movie, I don't talk about it a lot because it's one of those wicked personal ones. If me being close is blowing out your ears, I'm sorry. There are certain aspects to this movie that just it hits me like nothing else. And if there were any prop from Superman the movie that I would want to own, is this. This is my new favorite thing, my new favorite object. And no, it is not kryptonite. Kryptonite is after he got this long before Krypton exploded. Well, not long, just before it. And it came to, you've seen Superman the movie. What am I explaining? But no, it's not made of kryptonite. It's made out of whatever their technology is to, have information and all that crap. Although, if this turns the Fortress of Solitude into Krypton, never mind, I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, no, I have two plans, okay, for my afterlife here. I really do want to give my body to a body farm. There's like 5 or 6 of them in the country. And they basically take the body and they simulate a crime with the body. Some cases you could be dumped in a barrel and set on fire, or left in a trunk and see how long it takes for you to decompose in that specific. They do stuff like that. And I really want to donate my body to that when I'm dead. I want it to, I don't want to leave an impression here as far as like a box and a vault and chemicals and fuck that. Why? What are people going to do? Nah. Just stuff me in the trunk of a car and pretend I'm a victim of a serial killer or something, and let a bunch of cadets and FBI agents learn from it, and maybe my rotting corpse can help further their knowledge of how to stop violent crimes and stuff in people. But the reason I say that is my other option is I want to be buried with this in my inner pocket. So when I do get dug up by some archaeologists in 1,000 years, they could speculate on what the fuck this is. It must be some ancient computer technology. No, it's epoxy resin with color in it that resembles a jagged thing from a movie. Mr. Paku, thank you, bro. Oh man, I really appreciate that. Wow, I've got $7 today and 50 cents. You guys rule. Where I'm going to really need you to come out, though, is when I start putting things up for sale. Bro prices are going to go without, question. Without question. So, Jared says, is that the Dudley Boy outfit? You talking about my shirt? No, man, it's just a tie-dye shirt my daughter did at Girl Scout camp. Do you know in some episodes of the Star Trek Next Generation? I don't know anything about Next Generation or anything. I'm not a Star Trek fan even in the least. Captain Picard with a clear crystal. That's pretty cool. And if you notice in Superman the movie, most of the information crystals are clear. The only one that's not is the one that actually made the fortress. So it's crystallized pickle. Yeah, it's a pickle tickle. Let me go back. Man, you would fit right in at Wonderfest. What's Wonderfest? And Hunter, thanks for coming by. I don't recognize your name. If you're new, welcome. And if you're not, I apologize for not remembering you. It's nothing personal. I got bad brains. I got hit too many times, so I lose information. Oh, you've been in here for a little bit. Hey, man, can you tell me which Atari emulator on mobile will work? Because I just installed one on my phone, and it's not letting me play. Hunter, I'm sorry, bro. I know nothing about that stuff. I would consult. Are you following Arcade USA or who else? Man, there's a whole bunch of people that I would know about that, but unfortunately, I can't help you, my friend. I'm sorry. I've never emulated on my phone, to be perfectly honest with you. So I apologize for that. All right, Mr. Paco says hi, 2,000 subs. What's your thoughts about the Rob Zombie Monsters when you watched it? Okay, do we really want to go here? Hey, what's up, Loosely Connected? Collector, I'm going to say that. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. I'm going to call you all kinds of things but the right name. Okay, I'll give you my Monsters thoughts, and maybe I'll use this as my review when I can download this and chop it up. So do it that way, and I'll make a whole thing about it. Do you need to know about my love for the Munsters, my history with them? Just know I have a lot of history watching the Munsters, and I absolutely love it. And I know going to anything like this, there were going to be disappointing things because your brain's already locked on to something. All right, it's already locked on to a specific thing and a specific this, that, and the other thing. So it expects things that if it doesn't happen, you get tricked into thinking it's not good. This is where everybody else is going to not only disagree or probably hate me for. And I'm going to say this right now. Rob Zombie's The Munsters, I think, is something that we needed more than anything else. If anything, it was pure. It was pure. It looked like a lot of fun. It was fun to watch. The story, that was its weak spot. It just kind of dragged. Did I really want a prequel? No. I wanted a continuation of the family. Rob Zombie wanted to start a prequel, and then at the end, now what, you know? I hope enough people liked it for an actual show to start happening on Netflix. I want that and toys. So, for greedy reasons, I hope it's successful. Doesn't look like it is. It doesn't look like it is. But I'm going to say this. The story was kind of... and there was a lot of unnecessary things in it. But the things that were in it that he brought... You could tell this was a man who absolutely loved the source material. I don't think he disrespected it even this much. He was told he can't do it in black and white. So he, as he said, I filmed my dream project. He put all these vivid lights and everything. I think on a technical level, it looked great. It sounded great. You know, it was just the story. Do I think they captured it? Yeah, I really do. I think they captured the goofiness of it. But it's such a pure thing. I don't think 2022 audiences are going to like that. And it's already been proven that they don't by dogging the movie, you know? I enjoyed watching it. Did I think no, it wasn't awesome. If I had to rate it, I'd give it maybe 3.5, 4 stars at best. It was fun just watching another Munsters movie. Honestly, I think everyone did a good job with their characters for the most part. And I said in my last one that Sherry Moon as Lily, she got it down with a little bit of Morticia. You know what I mean? Morticia was in there with the hands. But Lily got the, you know. But it was like when she started it and when she ended it, it was where it was weak. Once she was into it, she was believable as Ivana DiCarlo, or whatever, Ivana DiCarlo. I can never say her name right. But overall, I think they all did a great job. Fred Gwynn, no. No, that dude ain't no Fred Gwynn. And I've always said to people, and this is how much I love the Munsters. And the only thing I'm truly going to miss on this planet when I do leave it is Herman Munster's laugh. I'm dead serious. So that can never be replaced. But I think the dude did a good job. It looked great. And some of the things he really got it, but he had his own deal. I mean, you're fucked either way if you play, you know, do you make it your own? Do you make it a combination? Or you just go old school with whatever came before? I think he did a great job balancing the two. So overall, it was a fun thing to watch. I could watch it once in a while. It's not going to be on heavy rotation. But overall, I enjoyed it. I think it's something that we need. It just didn't hit that right chord. It sucks. We need more just silly fun. Maybe to get everyone out of this fucking angry mode, man. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible. And we've talked about it multiple times. And I don't know. So that's my review of Rob Zombie's Munsters. I liked it. It was fun. I had a good time watching it. That's all I can say. There were some parts that were draggy, but that's it. Okay, stupid work. Always cutting into my fun. My work is fun, so I got lucky there. I do. I missed the Munsters live stream. Oh, you did? Okay. Well, okay. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Retro Advisory Board. Hey, what's going on, Creep? Good catching you. Yeah, I'm glad you came in, man. Thanks for coming by. This reminds me. I will be going to HorrorCon Tucson this month. Ooh, give me a list of people. I'll send you $1 for a thing if you have time to do it. when I got divorced, all my fucking autographs disappeared mysteriously. What do you think of the Evercade? All right, the Evercade is going to be its own video. And I think a lot of people aren't going to be very nice to me afterwards, especially my buddy Richard of the Bacon Ice Cream production, which, by the way, we have to talk about at some point tonight, too. Because if you're not following the Bacon Ice Cream production, you're going to miss out on something pretty rad. And I think it's going to start next week. So I'm dead serious. I'm not even fucking around. I even threw some hints out there once in a while. You may or may not have read into them, but... or maybe it's as obvious as fuck. I don't know. But either way, he's got something wicked rad to announce. And it's got something to do with the Alzheimer's Association, but I'll just leave it at that. So if you're not following him, I think you need to start doing that and watch a video or two here and there, you know. So you could tell him I sent you. That's cool. Or you could just tell him you're off the street. But yeah, my Evercade video, maybe I'll film that one tomorrow too. I'm going to try to go back to work on Friday. So today and tomorrow's my normal days off anyway. So yeah, that's it. The Evercade. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's a fantastic idea. And it does fill that niche that I had when the what was that retro VGS that turned into the Coleco thing? I'm not saying the word. I know what it was called. Yeah, the cartridge thing, and I said that multiple times. It's just about buying something that's the like of what I loved about gaming back in the day. Speaking of which, we'll be doing a lot more gaming stuff soon. I have some plans to put some technology together here, nothing crazy, that'll ease that transition into going back into playing games. I'm going to try to at least get a game in for Creeptober. And eventually we'll get to the Atari Lego. I'm sorry that's taking so long, but it is what it is. I got to find the right time. I have to fucking be in the mood for it, too. Because you got to remember, I'm not a Lego guy. I'll show, like, I built Lego on here before. And, you know, we did a live stream with the Fender guitar, and I still have to do the amp. Maybe I'll do that as, like, my training, my warm-up. But I'm really not a big fan of Lego. I don't find it soothing or anything. I don't find it fun. I think it's obnoxious. But this thing, I had to have it. FOMO, baby. FOMO. Rob Zombie's Monsters was produced by Main Universal Entertainment, and it was produced by Universal. Oh, yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Sweet Tender Hooligan, what's up, my friend? What is going on? Was a low bar set. I enjoyed it. Yeah, man. I think everyone knew off the bat that they were going to hate it. You know, Rob Zombie, his movies are arguably very divisive, to say the least. Thinking that the first two were probably the greatest that he's ever made, Devil's Rejects being his best piece of work. I would put The New Monsters now his best piece of work, because think of what Rob Zombie does, both in his music career and his film / cartoon / comic career. This is so out of the box, and it had love with it. You know it did. He likes to throw the monsters in all kinds. His most famous song is a vehicle from the Munsters, you know. And it always bothered me that he had the Munster coach in the video. But he was singing about Dragula, which is a gold flake. Probably Big Daddy Roth. Well, no, that was not Winfield. Barris. Barris made those. I remember watching an interview about him a long time ago. But he's singing about, you know, Grandpa's Dragula. And they're all driving a Munsters mobile, you know. Great video, too. Fantastic videos. And, you know, I don't know. The guy had love for it, and I could tell. I liked the movie, dude. Alex, dude, come on. Stop. Oh, thank you so much, man. Is that where you're at, Family Dollar? Dude, I keep meaning to go there to get their little skeleton warriors. Keep missing out. Actually, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. We got a couple. I got one in Revere and one in Everett, so both are about equal distances away and fun to get to. Yeah, no, the one in Revere sucks because you have to go through a roundabout, a really busy roundabout. And then you go up this strip of... No, actually, no, there are a couple left turns now. It used to be you had to go all the way up, go around the rotary again, and come back down. Over by where there used to be a movie theater. Jerome, what's up, buddy? But Alex, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. 1730. That's a weird number, dude. Are you just throwing weird numbers out to be weird? That's awesome. Thank you, my man. Let's see. Alex. I'm at home rocking my Pokemon underoos. Rad. I like underoos. I'm not a big Pokemon fan. Oh, this will go up. I want to bid this one up. I want to see how far Peekapoo will go. I even signed the bottom already. And this is, this is movable. He ain't coming out, though. He's in a pool of epoxy and a bunch of air dry clay and varnish and shit. And you know what? The toy still lights up. Okay, I lied. He doesn't... Oh, yeah, he does. You have to hit the button. So let me turn it on. It still lights up. So this is going to be something I'm going to put up there. Maybe I'll start taking the pictures here in the next day or so. I want to see how high this would go. And if you're like bidding crazy just to make it go too high, don't do that. I want it to be honest. I'm curious as to what people think Peekapoo is worth. And I actually wanted to keep Peekapoo because this was a long coming thing. And one day I literally just said, "Fuck it, I'm going to do it." And I banged it out in one day. With some exception. I had to let some things dry and then go over it again the next day. But this was a McDonald's Pikachu. And I think it came from a bag that I got at Savers with some other toys. Or it was by itself. And I just thought about him going into the toilet. I don't remember exactly how I got it, but I think Pikachu seen better days. Yeah, man. If you could only see the inside of this toilet. I didn't go cutesy with this thing at all. It looks like some zombie 300 years ago took a shit that hasn't degraded. I still want that Bentley game console. I'll put it up, and it ain't gonna be too much. That one might be a little bit to ship. That's another thing. I don't have enough boxes around here to start really shipping things, so I need to start stealing boxes from work. So I can actually get the things to you. You guys can give me all your money. But I suppose if I can't do the other part of it, that would fuck everybody. And we don't want that. I see corn. There will be. Not real corn, but I'm going to make corn in there. Peekapoo from Pokemon Gotta Go. I'm using that in the ad. Pokemon Gotta Go. That's awesome. I wonder if they'd let me. That's wonderful. It's pretty rough, and I'm trying to eat. Oh, well, you know what? I'm putting that one on you, Jerome. You should know better. I should have listened to the warnings. I told you, man. You should have known better. Look at Mr. Paco. Paco's like, yep. Or is that Pokemon Porcelain? Let's see, Brian. It's like Nintendo may send you a cease and desist. You're tarnishing our character. Too bad. Too bad. So sad. Hold on. I got a text message. It's probably from the lady who's on her way home. Let me just double check. See, that's my dealer. I go to dispensaries. All right. What do we need from Shaw's? I'm in the middle of a live stream. I gotta give. All right. All right. Hey, yeah, Ross. Hey, Ross. What's up, man? I thought you were saying goodbye and it was somebody else. Hey, what's going on, my friend? It's a winner. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. It's a Pokemon Brown. If it's yellow, let it mellow. When it's brown, flush it down. Oh my God. This conversation has gone to fuck. That's cool. What two things do you think are right here on the left of me? Okay? I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to see what kind of guesses I get. What two kinds of things do I have here? If anyone can guess it, I'll send you a game for free. But you have to guess it in one guess. It's two things. I'll move these out of the way. Because I'll just do it. Literally two things. After a couple of guesses. Hey, Wolf. What's up, man? What's going on? Coffee and cannabis. No. Neither of the two. A banana and a lightsaber. Okay, you're thinking properly. Shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Tampon and Atari Yard's Revenge. No, but that one's wonderful. I say miniature of a monster. Well, it's two things, bud. It's two things. All right, a few more minutes here. Good guess, loosely. No, the cannabis stays outside. Coffee stays inside. So, you know what? I'm home for the next couple of days. I may stream later on tonight after the family's gone to bed, too. I'm having a great time with this. And you got those nuts by you. These nuts, you bet. Hot dog and a donut. Oh, man. Fucking hot dogs. Talk about hot dogs. So, I actually boiled a couple hot dogs earlier today, but I got that call from that provider that's going to send me the money, or a Zoom meeting. I fucking forgot they were on, burnt them. They were black. The water had gone out. The fucking smoke alarm went off. I'm going to kill us by accident. Jesus. Nature of a Monster and a Ship from Star Wars. That's actually really good. I bet you I do have something over here that's Star Warsy, but not that one. Your Rubber Pants and a Stray Duck. Oh, I want a stray duck. All right, I'm going to tell you, no one's going to be able to guess this. People have kind of guessed it, a figure. It's a pumpkin figure. It's like I have 4 pumpkin figures. They're all sitting right there. And the second item, a pack of fireworks. I don't know why I thought that was weird. It's just I looked over and I'm like, there's a pack of fireworks and some Halloween stuff on the table. What kind of life do I live? So, unfortunately, nobody guessed it. No free games. Hey, loosey-goosey. Have you gotten any yet? Do you have any doubles and shit? Have we talked about that yet? I'm probably going to get some this weekend. I want the other 4, like, now. And it's funny, my wife, oh my God, did I get married? My lady's like, I can't find the Halloween ones, and it's like a huge display, so I got to rush up there and get them. Oh, you haven't gotten any at all yet, huh? Best life ever, you bet. Fried chicken. Yes, man. Hot sauce. Tapatio. Yeah, that tickles a little. Ooh, the memory of... This is ironic. The memory of the one-chip challenge I did a couple of years ago for the alzheimers was a couple of days ago. And it just so happened that morning I got a stomach bug. And I was throwing and going, and my stomach was cramping, and anything food-related made me throw up. The smell, the thought, the visual of it. And I was sick for like 2 days. And it started on the day of the anniversary of that, and I felt exactly like that for the next couple of days after eating that fucking chip. But because you guys got me to $2,000, I promised you I would. And I'm glad I did. That was a great experience. Wolf saying Creep. There's a Retrocon here in Syracuse this weekend. Warren Davis, who made Qbert. Oh, right on. That's awesome. Are you going? Tapatio hot sauce, really excellent. Oh, no, I know Tapatio very well, dude. I was out in Arizona. I got introduced to it there. I love Tapatio. But when I use hot sauce, I usually use something a little bit more than Tapatio. But Tapatio has a great flavor. I hate hot without flavor. You could give me the hottest fucking food in the world. As long as it tastes good, I don't care how much it hurts. I'm a fat kid, remember? No OT for quite a while, so no extras. A little while, keeping the yeah. I hear you, man. That's primarily why I haven't gone up there. Plus now because of this little hospitalization thing, I'm gonna be losing 4 or 5 days of pay, and dude, I'm one payment away from my Les Paul being mine. I made the next to last payment today. I'm gonna do the next one. Alex, stop, bro. Toilet paper fund. You know what? I was going, man. Um, thanks, man. Dude, that one chip challenge is no joke. It wasn't. You know what? It hurt more in my ears. If you go back and watch that video, it was my ears that hurt. So, yeah. Do you have any of the California Raisin display figures? I don't. Oddly enough, I don't think I do. I have this big skull full of minifigures. Maybe we should make a video of that. Just going through it and seeing what's in it. It's a big, blow mold skull that used to have like Hershey candies in it. No, I do not have any of those. I don't think I've ever collected. I have or had a Noid. I remember I wanted to give it to someone that was really into the Noid, but I can't remember if I did or not. But I know I had. Yeah, I never really collected the raisins. I did Smurfs. The Richdale's convenience store right around down the end of my street had the bucket full of them for 99 cents each, And we would dig through it, and it would always be the same fucking idiot in there. We'd be like, all right, when are you going to get the next ones, bro? Al. His name was Al. Good dude. He put up with a lot of shit with us. The cops even had a name for us, And if he got an employee that we didn't like, they didn't last long. We ended up many times taking over the store until he showed up to fucking take the store back. We've made so many fucking employees. Hey, don't be a fucking dickhead. This is our neighborhood. You're a visitor. Don't fuck with me. I can't tell you how many employees we made run home. A couple crying. We weren't even quite teenagers yet. Well, somewhere right there, teeny bopper age. But the cops called us the Common Crew because there was this park across the way called the Common. It was literally a square block of a park. It's still there. People use it. They didn't then. Oh, yeah, dragging the teenager with me. Oh, right on. Right on. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything here. Okay. Well, if I have, I apologize. If it was a question or anything, just rewrite it. I'll eventually get to it, right? The flavor. I don't know Jerome, if you're talking about the chip itself, but that was the worst part about it. I watched it the other day because it was as a memory. And I remember looking down at the bowl, and I was going to spit it out. I couldn't swallow it. It was just that nasty of a flavor. So what I did was I put it in my cheek, and I sucked as much out of it as I could, to be fair, if I was going to spit the chip out. And I guess technically I could have had a sip of water, because water doesn't help with that kind of thing. It actually spreads it and makes it worse in a lot of cases. Believe me, you know how I know that? Because I used to have to do pepper spray training every 4 years. That means getting it in the fucking face and walking from here to here to here, and then you have the choice of water or just air. Always go air. Because water will just spread the shit. A lot of these idiots are putting their heads in buckets and pouring it over. And the best part about it is it stays on you for the day, and you have to wash it off, and unfortunately when you get in the shower, it reactivates it. So, it is what it is. You need TP for your bunghole. You bet your ass. I haven't seen the new Beavis and Butthead movie yet. If anyone has, let me know how it was. Don't go, just, I liked it. I thought it sucked. That's cool. What are you having loosely? Okay. Talking amongst yourselves. But seriously, Alex, thank you, man. You got to stop, though. Let's see. We got $17 here. Got $5.50 up here. And they're weird numbers, man. $6.18. Thank you, man. But chill out. Let's see. Fucking 18 guitars. All kinds of money. Dude, movie's great. Watch it, seriously. Yeah, I just haven't had a chance to. I don't have Paramount Plus, but I'm going to use a different email so I can go into the free the free week or whatever it is they give you. I did that for The Sopranos. Just because I was in the mood to watch The Sopranos, and I don't have them all on DVD. I only have the first 2 seasons. So I did that. And as a matter of fact, I didn't quite get to it in time, so I had to cancel mine. And my girlfriend's like, just use my fucking email. And I'm like, thank you. I got to watch the rest of the show. I might just do that. I might use, I have the haunted house place that there's an email connected to that, which I haven't done anything with the website or even the channel. I haven't done anything with the channel in probably 2 years. That was definitely a manic fucking moment where I just blew my load and said, oh, I want to do this. And I did it. I'm like, oh, now what? A lot of people are mad at me. I just tried the ghost pepper dipping sauce for the chicken nuggets from Wendy's. Really good. Is it hot, though? I mean, does it really have ghost pepper in it? There's a Wendy's right next to my work. And I have to be perfectly honest with you. I don't like fast food, and I'm sick of fucking Wendy's food. We have a Jersey Mike's, which their food is caca. But you got to remember, I grew up around like actual sandwich shop delis, They're kind of that, but not really. It's like a corporate version of it. But either way, I can't stand their food anymore. I ate so much of it. But unfortunately, the Wendy's thing, which is in an old Friendly's, which pisses me off because I don't have a Friendly's near me. I love Friendly's. If you don't know what Friendly's is, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you're missing out, yo. Well, not so much now. They all suck, and that's why they're all closing down. I had 4 around me. The one I started working at as a teenager. One on the other side of town by my high school, and there's one in a town called Stoneham, one right on Route 1 right by where I work now. In every direction I had one. Let's see, what do we got here? I just tried the ghost pepper. Okay, we already did that. Do you have the licensed Marshall jack rack, Walmart guitar amp, key hanger? No, I don't even know what half that shit is. I know what a Marshall is. I know what a guitar amp, and I know what a key hanger is. Oh, wait a minute! It's the one with the cable ends. No, I don't have one of the Wolf. Oh man, thank you. Get that guitar paid off already. Oh, I will. Thank you, man. Love you back. I know exactly what you're talking about. No, I don't have one of those. In fact, I probably wouldn't use it. Maybe for keys that I don't use often. Like for the scooter or something like that. Because I have like a little table where my hat goes, my wallet, and my keys go. And it's been like that since I moved in. And if I'm in this house until the day I depart this earth, they will be there when I'm gone. Until they clean it up and throw my shit away and just make sure there's no evidence that I was even here. But no, I don't have that. It's pretty rad. But I don't think it's something that I would really be interested in, That's probably why I didn't quite figure out what it was at first. I bought the Blu-ray DVD of It from the Dollar Tree, $125. Nice. Which one? The new one or the miniseries? I'm probably thinking miniseries. I'm not sure if it has real ghost pepper, but I love it. Oh, right on, man. Maybe I'll try it this week. Hopefully it won't fuck my stomach. I just got over that, man. I can get me some Pepto-Bismol. Oh, anything else you guys want to talk about? I'm trying to think. Is there anything over here that's interesting? Not really. Not really. Just got a bunch. In 2,600 games off Goodwill, man. 120. Oh, man, there are some great Superman, Pitfall, etc. Nice. That's awesome. I don't have too many box game wishes, but I always have wanted a boxed, 100% complete, even sealed, which I don't give a shit about either. E.T., just to have it, If it's sealed but without the plastic, I'd love to get Howard Scott Warshaw to sign it, And tell him thank you for part of my childhood, regardless if it frustrated me or not. Because I didn't read the manual. I threw that shit away and just started playing. Like everyone else pretty much fucking did. The not smart ones. There was a small group of smart ones who were like, you know what? There might be something to this paper here. Oh, no, that's how you play. All right, cool. And meanwhile, we're all like, get out of the fucking pit, you cocksucker. Throwing your controller at the TV and your mom's yelling at you, hitting you with a spoon. Oh, bad times. Not that I had any experience with that, Let's see, just got a bunch of... Okay, we saw that. Superman is another one, but with the wallet. I don't care if it's open, but CIB, baby. Oh, I would love that. I remember that wallet, and I had it, and I wore it. I used it. So, of course, everything faded off of it. And eventually, it probably just got thrown out. Do you have candle-powered guitar pedals? Uh, it's a real working item. No, I don't. I have one pedal. I have one pedal right now. It's a cheap delay, analog delay. Um, I don't typically do pedals. I usually use a delay, and I'm real picky about my overdrive, so I've actually been slowly. I might even build my own. I always had this fantasy about doing. There's an overdrive circuit out there that has a fourth knob, and it's like a flavor knob, and it kicks ass. You go from fuzz all the way up to just straight metal, and everything in between. But if you cut that off, it's just your typical really nice sounding overdrive. You could use it as a boost pedal to get the tubes running hot. I want to put that in a round housing and call it the fug face instead of fuzz face. But no one's selling any fuzz face shells, and the only thing I could think of is going and getting a fucking juncture box, an aluminum juncture box, and just making it all the plugs go into the little different entrances and shit, and you call that the fuck face. I don't know, but yeah, no, I definitely want a phaser, and I need a tremolo. Maybe I like ambient. I like playing with ambient. So you're talking about your volume swell, so maybe a volume pedal. Definitely reverb, whether it's the amp or it's a separate spring unit. I've never owned a separate spring unit. In fact, when my Peavey died, I almost turned the spring reverb in that into a separate unit. But miraculously, the fucking thing came back alive. So I have one of those. I have an extra. If I find it, I'll grab your address. Now, what are we talking about when you say you have an extra? I apologize because I yap and I don't look down in time. Are you talking about the pedal? Are you talking about the Superman? Or are you talking about E.T.? Actually, so E.T. actually was a well-done game for being made in... Yeah. I mean, that entire project was 6 weeks long. We're talking about from creating, marketing, packaging, and getting it into the fucking stores. How the fuck did they even do it? I'll tell you how. Cocaine. Can't tell me cocaine wasn't one of the producers there. That's fucking insane how Scott Warshaw would never have slept. I'm not claiming that Howard Scott Warshaw is a coke head, okay? Please don't get that. I don't want him mad at me. He's one of my favorite game developers because of my childhood and the games he's made, so. But that's the only way I could fucking think he got it done. I mean, I know he brought a terminal home, and he just worked whenever, but fucking 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's great. I like the game. It's just it's an all right game once you know how to play it. It's frustrating and it's all right. You can beat it. Rare. One of those. Okay, so we're still. E.T. actually was well done. Okay, yeah, we just talked about that. I think E.T. is a good game. I still haven't beaten it. E.T. new in box. Oh. All right. Let's get chalking on the Facebooks. Do I know you on Facebook yet? Please, again, forgive the memory thing. It's from multiple violence to the head. Are we friends on Facebook? And you don't even have to say who you are. You can just say yes. I'll message you later. Cocaine and orgies at the Atari late 70s. Yeah, in the office hot tub. Let's go have a board meeting in the hot tub. Bitch, get in your bikini. Man, those times were great. I couldn't figure out how to beat it. You know what? You want to talk about an open world kind of game? I mean, I know it wouldn't really truly be considered an open world, but think of the time. I honestly, even though I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, I would just walk around with them. And then try just to find the flower. I would do little objects like that. Can I get through 8 screens or 12 screens without fucking running into one of those 2 douchebags? So I had fun with the game. I just never played it proper until I was, grown. I'm almost 50 and I ain't grown up yet. Papa Pete said I don't have to at that point. So, yo, sweetie, what's up there? I can't think of anything. Baby cakes, buttercup, sweetie. Yeah, man. The Chris you steal memes from. You know what? I don't steal too many memes on Facebook. I have a secret place I go to that has all the memes, and I make some of them myself too. I'm not a true meme lord. I don't make memes often enough to consider myself a meme lord, but I'm a bit of a connoisseur, I would say, especially those anti political party ones. I don't like either one of them. I think left and right wings are flapping the same bird up in the sky, the evil beast. I think a two-party system is fucking stupid, and that's all there is to that. Oh, man. You steal memes. Got any weed, bro? I do. I do. What do I have now? It's not Flavor Ice. Dude, Flavor Ice, and there's this one... I'm a sativa guy. What is it called? It's the name of a drink, a Mexican drink, I think. Maybe it's not even a Mexican drink, but mixing those two together is like the best therapy ever. If you got racing thoughts or PTSD, I'm not telling you to go out there and take up cannabis as a thing, but it really does help. Holy shit. But I can't remember what the one I have now. Oh well, it's another really good one too. Secret meme stash, tell me more. It's in a place where I get the memes, and they're good memes. I won't divulge my source, but I will never complain about someone using, taking, or reposting my memes. My memes are for the world to have. I never understood the whole people getting upset about using memes. As a courtesy, you should at least react to it or make a comment before you start taking people's shit. That's when I get upset, but no, my memes are for the world, so follow me on Facebook and you'll get all the memes too. After I make them into sloppy seconds. Those glasses on. Hey, I can't read your comments without it, bro. Imagine the creep. Was Garth Agler from the... Oh, Garth, yeah. Yeah, you gotta color my hair, man. No, that was Wayne, right? No, Garth was, yeah, the blonde one. Wayne, I don't know. I haven't watched that since they were new, honestly. I wasn't a big fan of them. And it's the very reason I can't stand Bohemian Rhapsody. I hate that fucking song. I can't stand it, but the guitar solo in it is not only fun to play, but it's really... it's fun to listen to, but I can't stand Bohemian Rhapsody. I like Queen, though. I love Queen. Do you know some ported Atari ET to the NES? Yeah. I was kind of trying to do that, but with updates, and it was going to be a hybrid of the Atari graphics switching up to NES graphics using the NES Maker thing, and I just can't figure it out. So that may become a one of the projects that either back burner or it just disappears, and I have to eat crow. But I'm still going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying. You know, I'm trying to make little sprites and make them do things, and I'm unsmart. You know, I'm not good when it comes to software. Excuse me. I steal my memes. I got like an ounce. Well, good for you. I have just about an eighth now. Just about an eighth. I usually do a half when I'm in the store, but that lasts me a long ass time, you know. God bless you, YouTube and weed. I don't know if I'd say God bless YouTube, but appreciative of it. I have weed tincture. Yeah, man. Those are pretty cool. It never worked for me, though. It never worked for me. I could pour half the bottle underneath my tongue. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello, dear. You are live on the internet.
Oh, well, I'm at this pharmacy and we have a question for you.
Okay. Guys, give me a minute. Sorry about that. That was personal information. I normally wouldn't do that, but
Where's
what?
the dad of Lex?
Hold on, guys. God damn it. All right, back, folks. Back. I'm probably going to sign off here. Kind of creepy without the creep. I like it. What kind of enema kit would you prefer? I can honestly say I've never had to have an enema for any reason whatsoever. We're all alone. Yeah, you guys should have fucked around when I was gone. Let me go back. Message retracted. Come on. I beat Superman in 1 minute and 38 seconds. That's awesome. That's another game I just kind of willy-nilly go about. I have beaten it, obviously. It's not a hard game to beat. Tell the pharmacist you want Klonopin. No, I do not fucking want Klonopin. Oh, I know all about this shit, dude. Klonopin made me do some really fucked up shit. And it actually aided to some of my depression and caused one of my attempts. Both Klonopin and the other one there, that's a benzo. What's the other one? You tell me. All right, let me go back down. Miko Forever, LOL. How did I forget? Keeping Kermit. Sweet Tender Hooligan says, is this the Amico Forever placeholder? What the fuck is the Amico Forever coming up over here? I have no affiliation with that. He came back. Did you know that someone ported Atari? Yeah, okay, so I'm caught up. We already talked about that. Groovy. So let me bring this back up. Atarix. Valium. No, what's the other one? It's the most common anti-anxiety med. Xanax. That's it. Xanax. Oh, is that what you're trying to write there with Atarax or whatever that is? No, Xanax and or Klonopin are both benzo something or others. They trigger the part of the brain that reacts to alcohol. So it becomes addictive really quick if you fuck around with it. And in my case, it reacted with either my makeup or my makeup in the medicine. And it actually lessened the effectiveness of the other medicine and increased my symptoms. So fuck that stuff. Fuck benzos, man. I know you can get a good buzz on them, but it's not worth it. You know why? Because once you've hit a peak on that, you eventually don't feel that. You could take the whole fucking bottle, and aside from you being sick, it will not increase any high. In fact, it'll fuck your brain up. So don't fuck around with benzos, guys. If you're one of those people that take a Xanax and 2 shots of fucking Jägermeister. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, yeah. I don't know about that one. A mood stabilizer based on histamine. Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah, it's basically like it's a PRN. It's an as-needed. It's basically, yeah, you're right. It's basically Benadryl, like a hyper version of Benadryl. It really only has the part of Benadryl that makes you sleepy. Yep. I don't know if it was called that when I took it, but I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Try weed, made it into a cigar. I do smoke weed, dude. I do smoke it for therapeutic reasons. I'm not a despite the hair and the, hey, man. I don't do it. I mean, I do it a little bit for recreation, but I'm not like smoking it all fucking day and all night and all this shit. Frozen rat money. Yay. Actually, I have 2, and he doesn't eat this week. He's eating next week. Slow down with the money. You know, YouTube takes a third of it, and I probably won't see it for like 2 months. So don't waste your money. Please stop. Alex, I really do appreciate it, man. You really do. Fucking stop. Yeah, I've been on them too. Yeah, dude, you know, it is what it is. You just got to figure it out. And once you figure it out, something stops working. It's a fucking, you know, it's a cycle of fuckness. An island of reality on a sea of diarrhea. But it is what it is. I'm going to leave with this. I'm going to leave with this kind of public service announcement. And after this, I'm going to sign off. Because I'm going to assume my lady's on her way home now. One of the things about that place I was in, it was also a respite. Did I just lisp? It was a respite for folks that didn't have anywhere to go. So it was kind of like half crisis and half respite. And if you were on respite, you could leave and go get something at the corner store. This place was wicked loose. Like my roommate brought a joint in. And no one. My girlfriend brought me a bunch of stuff because I didn't know I could have it there. I mean, I had my phone. I brought my Evercade. If you saw my post about Trip to the Brain, that's what that was. This place sucked. It was just horrible. I can't see how people don't die in there because you never see staff or anything. But long story short, shit, what was I talking about? Oh, there were a bunch of people there that literally just had nowhere to go. And you see a dude like in his 40s, 50s, and they ain't got a place you feel for him. But you're like, it is what it is. There was this one lady. She was like 62 or 63 years old. Cane, this little fragile woman. From my mother's generation, though, about 10 years behind. My mother was in her 70s. And she was homeless. And the whole time she was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I know for a fact that this fucking world is going to make the rest of her days on this planet horrible. A little old lady out there. I've been out there, guys. I've been on the streets. And even a dude like me who can handle himself, it's still not easy. And I look at this fucking woman. This respecting your elders is kind of a fucking thing of the past now. And I think these newer generations need to get fucking slapped in the face. Because this woman's going to die on the streets unnecessarily. And the fact that we don't even treat our elderly. And she's been through the system. And it's like, they just drop her off in a place like that. And after the time limit's over, out the door she goes. And I just think it's fucking horrible that the elderly have to do that. You know, if you're young and you can survive the streets, it's horrible that you have to. Maybe you choose it. But at the end of the day, it's deplorable, and I guess that's the word of the day. Try to do something better for the elderly today. What, honey? Oh, okay. I'm literally signing off. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. It really... It hit me hard. And she reminded me of my mom a little bit. And I couldn't imagine my mom out in the street. She'd fucking get eaten up. Like that. Like that. So, dudes, dudettes, I'm taking off. I may later on, if I can't sleep, come back. But either way, I hope you all have a great night. I really do appreciate it. QR code or link down below. Please, I haven't really said much about this year. I got my shirt today. Donate to the Alzheimer's Association. Using the link below. Maybe that's your way of helping out the elderly. Every 55 seconds, every 60 seconds, someone's not diagnosed, but they come down with it. So you could be a hero, you know? Put that money there, Alex. Don't put it in the super chat. Seriously, guys, I hope you have a great night. Until next time, take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye. She's doing everything she can to annoy me.
No.